All right. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you're listening to. I welcome you all back to the new and improved Down to Hangout FM. It's no longer Down to Hangout Friday. I changed it because I didn't want to confuse anymore. But it's been like what 2 years? Yeah, it's been 2 years. Um, yes, I welcome everyone back. Um, yeah, now it's simply just Down to Hangout FM. But I'm your host, Dante Harvey, aka Fable. It's been too long, too long. Um, yeah, just a lot of people always ask me, well, where you when you gonna bring back the podcast? Bring back the podcast. Like one of the reasons why I took a pause on it because like I was broke. Two, I was transitioning from community college to a university, so that was happening. So now, like, since I got well, now I still have a lot of classes, but the semester's dying down. So now I'm just next semester I'm gonna have like two classes, so that's cool. But yeah, but there's been a lot of changes and to my life and everyone else's. But before I get started, I want to introduce the crew. So yeah, as I introduce myself, Dante, the host, and I'm gonna introduce our local editor in chief, Nathan. What's up, Nathan?
Yo, what's going on, you guys? Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. It's been a minute,
For sure, for
but
sure,
we're
for sure.
here. We're back. We're ready to get into some stuff.
For sure, yes, yes. I see that the Lakers on a roll, man. I'm glad to see your Lakers win.
Yeah, well, we got a big game tomorrow against Memphis. Got to close this series out, which I truly believe we can. And
Mm-hmm.
we'll see, man. We'll see. We'll see. I don't really expect us to win the championship or anything, but if we can make a nice little playoff run, get us motivated, we'll
Mm-hmm.
gear up for next year and see what happens. But we definitely got to get this first round out the way because Memphis be talking wild. Memphis be
For
talking
sure,
wild. So
for sure.
yeah,
All right. Uh, what's up, Red? Uh, it's good seeing you here again. It's good to see everyone here again. But Red, how you doing, man? How you doing?
What's up, everybody? It's been a while since I last talked to you guys. I've been doing all right, just one job to the next, trying to stack the cash. Is how it goes.
For sure, for sure. Did you see the Super Mario movie?
Oh yeah, I did. That was good. It was good.
Okay,
I liked
okay,
it. It's
okay,
one of
okay,
that
okay,
what 3 movies this year that's been good
okay,
so
okay.
far.
What's the two others?
Uh, John Wick, obviously, that one's definitely worth the money.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe I really want a good horror movie. I'm not gonna lie. I'm starving for a good horror movie. I saw
Mm-hmm.
the Evil Dead movie. It was okay. It wasn't really that good. I'm waiting for the Insidious movie that comes out later this year though.
Okay, okay.
Oh, and the third movie was the one with Tom Cruise, Top Gun, Maverick.
Oh, that was last year.
That was last
Yeah,
year, really?
yeah,
Oh
that was
wow.
last year. Unless you saw it this year, it could be that game.
Yeah, I probably saw it this year then.
Okay, okay. So all right, technically counts. Okay, for sure, for sure. Malik, man, how you doing, bro? How you doing? The
Man,
great
what's up,
actor.
man? How you guys doing, man? It's been a long time since I talked to y'all. It's been crazy. I'm not local no more. I moved out. I moved to a small space. So I'm
Sucky.
loving it right now, but I'm low key missing LA a little bit.
For sure, man. For sure, man. I know, man. We all miss you too, because I was gonna say uh move out, not move out. Sorry, going to Disneyland in next month, and I was like, damn, wish we could invite Malik. I would have more organized
Right.
this time.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna visit because my dad still lives out there, so I'm definitely gonna
For
pay a
sure,
visit. But I'll let you know
for
when I
sure,
when I
man.
come out there. But
For
yeah,
sure.
man, it's been a journey, but I'm used to like small living because I'm a small town because I have family in Illinois, so and that's it's like especially like the small part of Illinois, it's like Alton.
Mm.
So yeah, I'm used to that small stuff, so it's not like taking over.
Okay, for sure, for sure. Did you ever see Ant-Man and Quantumania?
Nah, I haven't waited. I'm waiting for. I don't even know if it showed up on Disney Plus yet. I haven't.
No, not yet.
Okay.
Yeah, it has a yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's crazy too. The last 2 years, Marvel kind of fell off. You know.
Yeah, they fell off. I
Mhm.
mean, they got a couple of hitters. I mean, they
Yeah.
got Shang-Chi. Uh, like I said, I thought the Eternals was good. I didn't think it was great, but it was good enough for what it was. But yeah, I mean, Black Panther wasn't as good as I wanted it to be, and you can really feel that T'Challa or Chadwick Boseman, you can actually feel that he should be there, and he isn't. But
Mm.
yeah, Marvel. I mean, they can get it right. They can get it right. I mean, they did Thor the Dark World. They did Iron Man 2. They done some movies that weren't good, so
Yeah.
it's not that new. But
Right. Yeah, I'm one of those people. I don't think I'm ever gonna fall out from Marvel unless they just do something really stupid.
yeah, let's say
Or yeah.
unless they do like something like really crazy,
Mm-hmm.
then like if they get Secret Wars wrong or they get or I think they it generally loses. Marvel loses if they do the X-Men wrong. If they do the X-Men wrong,
Mm.
then it's over. It's over for Marvel. Actually, if they do Fantastic Four wrong, if they do both of those wrong, it's definitely over.
Because this would be like their third time trying to do.
Their third time
you
trying
know,
to do
so
it.
you gotta
Technically,
get that.
And then the
technically fourth
X-Men,
time.
Fourth?
yeah.
Yeah,
Jeez.
this-
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because it's 3 movies, so yeah, it'll technically be their 4th time.
Okay.
No.
The classic one.
The one from the
Oh
90s.
yeah, the old
Yeah.
one. Oh
Yeah,
right.
it's a one from the 90s. Oh,
Right.
Nathan, it's a crazy ass movie. When you look at this movie is cheap. I haven't seen it, but I just seen stills and
Right.
footage of it, and it looks bad.
It looks
especially
so
the thing.
cheap that it made the TV show, the Hope TV show, look high budget. It made it look like it was a Marvel movie, like an actual MCU movie. That's how
Yeah.
bad it looked. I was like, oh god.
Silver Surfer was good though. Like,
Yeah,
was that-
Silver Surfer
so
was good. I
bad.
think
like
that's kind of like an underrated film right there.
I like the character more than the movie itself.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I
Fair
like
enough.
the character
That
more than
character
the movie
was
still.
dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Johnny still steals the movie like he does in the
Yeah.
first one.
Mhm.
Yeah. I do. I can't wait to see Silver Surfer. The guy who I want to be Silver Surfer is the go-to guy for his makeup is Abdul Lateem.
Oh, you
The
talking about the
third?
dude from the Hellboy?
No. He plays Black Manta from Aquaman.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I want to be Silver Surfer, but we'll see. So like I said, everybody, things have changed the last 2 years. Lots of things changed. We're not no longer on Zoom. We got you to show our faces. Well, 3 of us and other people. We're on StreamYard, and I know StreamYard is usually used for like live events or live things like that. We may do live once we gain a bigger audience. But speaking of audience, we've actually reached 1,000 downloads, which was cool.
Hey.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I want to appreciate thank it and really appreciate everybody for listening in. For that, I was surprised by that. Saw that one day email. Congratulations! I thought I got some money when I saw that, but nah, it wasn't. But I was like, oh, okay. But hey, you know what? That's treasure in my eyes. So it's good to know that we have people listening in and then things like that. Because people always ask me, yeah, when you gonna bring the podcast back? And people say I listen to that on my way to work. Yeah. So we do have some unfortunate news. Carlston will no longer be on here. He probably be a guest. I know he wants to talk about Nightmare Before Christmas because he loves that movie. And so we're gonna talk about the movie later on this year for his anniversary. But it's not like Carlson and I had a falling out or anything. We're still like the best of friends and things like that. It's just like he's doing his thing and I'm doing my thing. So yeah, but we didn't leave on bad terms or anything like that. It was nothing like that. He just like going to do his thing. But yeah, we're still tight as ever. What else has changed? That's about it. Like I said, we changed the name from Down to Hangout Friday to Down to Hangout FM. It's not like a more classic radio station. But yeah, so like I said, we're things have changed and things like that. And also instead of like uploading a video like once a week, we do it like twice a week. Maybe three, but I have to figure out what
time allows.
Yeah, time allows, and that's a good point. And for that third video, I don't know what we were talking about. But yeah, I don't know, or maybe upload like a video of like one of us playing on Twitch like that, something. But I don't know. But as like time moves forward, I may come up with some ideas. So yeah. But before we move on to our movie review of the night, we usually like want to do like the shoot the breeze section. This is where like we just talk about anything in there, or yeah, anything does that be movie or pop culture related. So yeah, this is our little section because I heard people like people on podcasts and on radio stations talk about something before they get to the review. So well, let me try that. This is a little experimental. So see how it goes and stuff like that. But before I get like I say, before we get to the movie review, I do want to ask what you call it, Red. Have you played Dead Space?
Dead Space? Yes,
Yeah.
I played the first and the second one, not the 3rd one though. I heard the third one was garbage.
Okay, I'm talking about the remake though. Have you played the remake?
Oh, the remake?
Yeah.
I haven't finished it yet, but I do have it. I hear they replaced a couple sections too. I can kind of see it, and it is still just as good a game as it was back then. Probably even a little better because of the graphics, bro.
Okay. I do want to play that game. I'm gonna play a whole lot of games, but
right now I've got. I think I told you earlier, but I got Star Wars Jedi Survivor downloading right now. I can't wait for tomorrow to play that.
Yeah, I've been hearing good reviews for that game. I know you don't trust IGN, and sometimes I don't either. Because I'm not saying they trash or anything like that, but IGN, what you call it, some of the reviews like, oh, it sucks because it's underwater. Like, why is that or something like that? It was something a crazy ass headline like that. I don't know if it's an infamous review of theirs, but
I don't really trust. I trust like YouTubers themselves more than those what do you call it, companies and stuff, because you can tell when someone actually plays the game and reviews it rather than just reading off a script, you know.
Okay, for sure. I was about to ask you guys. So every summer I like to start off like my summer off like at a starting point, like do something extravagant. And I've been trying I do want to go to Six Flags. I was about to go to Disneyland on the 21st, but I heard it's gonna be grad night there. I'm like, nah, I don't want to spend my time.
You don't want to interrupt the kids.
No.
Yeah. Nah. That's all. I said nah.
Oh,
I like to hit.
They're gonna be annoying too. You just
Yeah.
Nah, let them have their night.
Nah, but so this year I may go to Six Flags. I want to go to Six Flags with Carlson and Irvin and see you guys too. I know Nathan, you say you was iffy about Six Flags, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Your boy's still the weight loss journey, so I do want to ride them rides, but them thighs getting too thick. Quadzilla over here, getting leg day twice.
Yeah, I'm not really a roller coaster guy, so I'm not down for Six Flags. But one of these days I'm gonna get you guys to go to an escape room.
I'm down.
Yeah, as long as they'll say plantation, something like that.
Man, about to set us up for Get Out or some shit.
Yeah, it was called plantation salvage, something like that. Say, hell no, I ain't going to that escape room. They can keep us there. Hell no. Yeah, but yeah, I'm down for an escape room. There's one by Carlson's job. I'll say Carlson says fun. I don't know if he said he's been to that one, but he said he's heard it's fun. But I'm gonna do that one. I'm gonna do it one day. Yeah.
Dude, I'm thinking about going to this rage room.
Oh, those are fun.
That's the ones you throw hammers in?
They basically just give you a bunch of stuff to break, like glass plates, printers. If you work in an office, you can break a printer.
Do some office space shit.
I don't know if I could do that because I know I'm clumsy, but I might poke myself in the eye with something, then end up in the hospital. Then they may, I can't trust myself around that.
Man, Ricochet just sliced you in the throat.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That seems like a good place to go to when you had a bad day at work.
Mm-hmm. I went to one once actually. It's pretty cool. It costs a little extra, but they have this car and they give you hammers. You can just smash the car and dent it and shit.
Nice.
I wonder where they get those cars from.
They probably a junkyard or something.
Yeah.
They steal them.
They steal them.
They're from their ex-wife or something.
There you go.
Hey man, you owe me an 8-second car, man.
Yeah, you can scratch up the cars and shit.
Man. But yeah, I'm just trying to have a starting point because I'll be done with school. Like it all depends on when I turn my assignments in, but nobody's trying to hear about school.
Oh man, we can talk about Jerry Springer, man.
Oh yeah, he did pass away. Yeah.
He passed when? Today?
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. That was trending on Twitter. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yo,
yeah 79.
Damn.
Yeah.
Man, I woke up to that news. I was like, oh, damn, Jerry gone?
Yeah, I didn't know he was that old, but that kind of makes sense.
Was the show still airing today? Like,
I think so. I think it had like a last season type of thing. No, I think that was Maury. Never mind.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm about to look that up.
That's crazy. Shoot.
Yeah, he's gone.
Rest in peace. Hopefully, y'all heard about Jimmy Fox too.
Yeah, he had a stroke.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like, damn, he kind of like
the actor Jamie Foxx.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, what?
Yeah, I thought he
I'm
passed
just
away.
hearing about this now.
Yeah, because I saw that World Star thing and said Jamie Foxx. Oh shit.
Yeah, here we go. Damn.
God damn.
Shoot, well wishes to Jamie. Rest in peace, Jerry.
Yeah, Jerry, man. Yeah, Jamie, get well soon, man. Because that Mike Tyson movie, I heard that Mike Tyson movie is gonna be off the chain, man. And you Spawn too, so.
I don't know about that Spawn movie, but
yeah,
I don't know about the Spawn movie.
It's Jamie Foxx. I trust him.
Yeah, he a legend.
Who else? Harry Belafonte passed away too. R.I.P.
I don't know who that is.
He was a singer and he was an activist back then. He was a civil rights activist and he was an actor too. He was a really good singer. He sings that song from Beetlejuice. That's that song. I don't know if you ever heard that song. You never seen Beetlejuice?
Right. I've seen Beetlejuice, but it's been years.
I don't know if I got. Let me see if I got. I can't play. Oh yeah, because of YouTube. Because I will play it.
Yeah, I'll peep it.
Yeah, it's that song. It's really a good. It's a great song. It's from that dinner table at Beetlejuice where they start dancing. I don't know where they start getting possessed. At the table and they start dancing.
I swear, bro, I haven't seen Beetlejuice in so long.
Oh man, that's the iconic scene from that movie.
Man, it's been so long.
It's iconic.
Okay. Yeah, because I know I've seen his face before. He's in the Black Klansman. By
yeah.
He was in the Black Klansman. I've seen that.
Yeah.
Recently.
Yeah, I remember he was in that.
It's funny how I'm looking up how people passed away this week. All the people we talked about passed away were I don't know Jerry Springer that well, but I mean it's unfortunate that he passed away. Jamie Foxx, the stroke, and Harry Belafonte. But this person,
this dude,
wow, I just looked it up. The lady who accused Emmett Till.
Oh, Emmett Till, yeah.
Yeah, she died. Nobody care about that.
Nobody care about her.
Burn in hell.
Yeah.
Didn't she like confess on her deathbed that she made it up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, she said that before.
She confessed. Yeah, she confessed before.
Yeah. She confessed before, but it was like around the time when Emmett Till died, and she confessed then and said it was made up. And but black people back then, they wasn't taking no bullshit, so they started spending money in there and they went bankrupt. And happy to say, both of those men who killed Emmett Till died from cancer. So
yeah. I'm not one to say F people, but F that lady, that man, that not man, but the young boy did not deserve what he did. No one really did, but yeah.
Especially if you whistle at somebody, that deserves punishment by death. A whistle. All right.
Yeah. What you call it? But man, before the summer, I'm trying to do a lot this summer because last summer I didn't do I had an injury. What you call it? Was broke. I'm trying to do it all this summer. I'm trying to go to Anime Expo.
Word.
Yeah. Wait, is that still at the same place?
Convention Center.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. You gonna go this year, Nathan, or not?
Shit, I might pull up. Last time I went, we saw Spider-Man, but I brought like two shirts.
That was 2019. Yeah, bro.
I was man. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was broke, but shit, I still got them shirts.
Damn. Oh yeah, I forgot about that day. Yeah, you left early. I went home. I went to the after party.
Yeah, see, I didn't know about that.
Yeah, I don't think you would have went because it was like in a parking lot. Because the legit after party was in the building. You could go if you had your ticket. I had my ticket, but I had the electronic version. They said no, we need to see the badge. I'm like, I still got my ticket. Like what? So So me and Cross, we went to across the street. It was dancing. People was dancing and everything. They got drunk. I was just chilling. Yeah, but that was fun. That was fun.
So yeah, I'm gonna pull up.
All right, so yeah, but all right.
Speaking of anime, real quick.
Go ahead.
Did you guys see Demon Slayer?
Oh my god. That boy put out the blicky. He put out the blicky.
Hey, real quick. Hit him with the Moran.
I see him too. I was like, damn. Okay, he's like he grew up, but he also looked familiar. And his brother's like the Wind Hashira or something like that. I was like, wow, because they had the same mark on their face, so he just looked familiar.
Yeah. But hey, man, it's about to get lit. It's popping on real quick.
Yo,
you saw it too, Red?
Yeah, I saw it.
Insane.
I just
great too.
Plus, that new demon that's when you cut his head off, he splits into two.
He's
getting
that ain't right. Oh. Yeah, that ain't right.
That's getting annoying.
Yep.
These guys just keep getting unfair, man.
I know, and they be catching them lacking too.
Yeah, they be catching them in like the most uncomfortable spots.
This dude's like chilling. Yep.
Like they just got done saving all these people fighting another demon, and then old boy just gonna show up out of nowhere. Like, I want to fight you.
Mm-hmm.
Now the love Hashira though.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. Oh.
I hope she don't die, but I got a feeling she is.
Man, yeah, she's something else.
Man, I haven't seen Demon Slayer since the first episode, man. I have a lot of catching up to do.
Yes, you see.
I gotta catch up on One Piece.
That's exactly how I felt.
See that's exactly why you haven't caught up.
Yeah, I'm bad at like since since I started at my university, it's been like hard to juggle shows but there's one anime you know there's always an anime people say, oh, here, watch this, or you, because it's popular, you check it out. But there's one anime nobody told me about, and it's really not popular. It's very underrated. It's called Lupin the Third. That's one of my favorite animes. I don't know if you guys watch it.
That's a classic. I mean, I didn't finish watching it, but I saw a movie of it back in the day.
Oh yeah.
I think one of the early '90s movies that they made.
Yeah. And when you watch, I'm surprised it's so underrated, because that's what Spike Spiegel's is a
based on.
It's inspired by. That's what. Spike. Yeah, I was like, oh wow. I was like, I could see the resemblance, and the creator said he was inspired by Lupin the Third. And what I like about Lupin the Third, I can make it quick. This is about he's a thief and he goes around the world stealing stuff. And when you see him, you're like, this dude is stupid, but he's actually really brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's really good. I suggest that for you guys. But so before we move on to the movie review of the night, I always had the plug-in for our social media at the end of the show, but I'm gonna do it in the middle and at the end. So we are now, of course, we're on Instagram, Down to Hangout FM, on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, and you can subscribe to us on YouTube. Please leave a like and subscribe. And we are also on Twitch, but our name on Twitch is D2H Gaming. You'll see one of us playing. Here lately, I've been playing. Well, not lately, because I got bitten by a spider, and I'm thinking I'm about to wake up with some powers, but that didn't happen. I had to go to urgent care. And I got bit. My finger was messed up. It was tore. I couldn't play any video game. I couldn't even type.
Damn. You put ice on it and all that?
I
soaked some antibiotic.
Yeah, they gave some antibiotics after urgent care. So yeah, I couldn't type. So the last few games I've been playing was Deathloop and Jedi Survivor. Not
the
Survivor.
first Fallen Order.
Yeah. Fallen Order, yes. So yes, our Twitch is D2H Gaming. And you can email us at us down to hangoutfm@gmail.com. You could email us questions, some comments, tell us how we're doing, tell us how you some ideas, yeah. Give some topics. Yeah, give some topics. I got I can always use some ideas. I'm always never shy away, but please don't have us watch The Last Airbender. I will review any movie on the planet, but I don't want to ever watch that.
Dante, man, why you keep doing? Oh my god!
I hate that movie. I hate that movie
with a passion.
I do too.
It's like-
Don't ever. If now, only if somebody like on Twitch they give us like some money, like review Last Airbender, then I will, we'll do that. But until then, I ain't gonna review that movie.
And the asking price is a $1,000, so we splitting that shit.
yeah.
I would like to know how the fuck they fucked up their own property. How does that even work?
I didn't even watch the movie, but damn.
Yeah.
It's like Dragon Ball Evolution. It's like
that was garbage. Oh my
y'all
god!
Didn't see anything. Okay, y'all didn't watch. Y'all didn't read nothing. Y'all didn't see nothing. Oh my god, man.
Oh, okay, but before we start, fun thing about Dragon Ball Evolution. The creator of Dragon Ball actually came back to do Dragon Ball Super after watching that movie because it was so bad.
Shout out to him. He was like, he came back with a vengeance, bro.
Yeah. Are you talking about Akira or
Akira? Isn't it Akira Toriyama?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He came back to do Dragon Ball Super because Dragon Ball Evolution was so horrible.
He was like, so clearly y'all.
Yeah, you clearly don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm a joke.
Man. They really played him with that. I mean, I would feel kind of played a little bit if I created all of this and y'all came up with that. I would low key feel a little bit played.
By the way, Nathan, I'm gonna send you this still on for our social media sites. So I'm gonna send you that on a group chat. See how y'all like it. So y'all ready?
Yes,
all right.
Do it.
Topic at hand. Let's go.
All right. For sure. So I was thinking, like, man, what movie should we talk about for? There were so many movies I wanted to talk about. There were so many. I was like, damn. And so I looked at the list. I was like, we gotta talk about this movie. We have to talk about this movie. And it's a movie that's very beloved. I know I love it. I don't know how everybody else thinks about it, but it's a movie from our childhood. Yeah, not from my childhood, from everyone else. Yeah, from everybody on the crew's childhood. And it's 20th anniversary, and it's the movie Holes.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
That's too damn bad. You keep digging.
I love this movie growing up. Before I go to that, so the movie came out 2003. I remember it came out too because Disney would promote the hell out of this movie on Disney Channel, to the point like, damn, they promoting the hell out. I was like, I may need to go see that. I never saw it in the theater. I saw it at home on Disney Channel. And so yeah, this movie came out 2003, in April 18th. So yeah, it's now 20 years old. It's directed by Andrew Davis. Andrew Davis, he doesn't have like a large body of work, but he directed this movie called Under Siege. It's a what's his name? Steven Seagal. I don't really like Steven Seagal movies, but I heard that's one of his better ones. He directed his best movie is called The Fugitive. It's with Harrison Ford and Tommy Lee Jones. Is really good. And the movie whole stars Shia LaBeouf, Sigourney Weaver, John Voight, and some other great actors. So yeah, so this movie is based off a novel by Louis Sacker, if I'm pronouncing his name right. I think that's his name. Yeah. It holds a 78% on Rotten Tomatoes, so which is really good. It's crazy some Marvel movies hasn't reached that yet, but that's for another podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, it's very beloved. Like I said, my first memory of watching the movie, it was in the summertime. I guess they played it. It was a premiere, of it on the Disney Channel, and I was a big fan of Shia LaBeouf growing up. I still think he's a great actor. He got some issues, but I still think he's a great actor.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember loving this movie, not for just the story alone, but for that theme song, that rap song. I don't know if y'all remember that rap song.
Hanging up them hoes.
Yeah. I'm gonna start with you, Nathan. Though, like, you saw this movie in your childhood, right?
Oh yeah, man. Tons of times. Shoot, I remember watching it at school at times. It was a rainy day in PE class. You was watching Holes. Yes, it's an all-time classic for sure. I would say probably my favorite character had to be Zero.
Oh yeah,
I think everyone loves Zero. He just came in lunch. He was cool. He did his job. didn't say much, and you know, just relatable at the time. When you were a kid.
Mm-hmm.
And go ahead.
No, go ahead. Finish. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying. To me, he was just relatable. I couldn't relate to any other character
Okay.
like that
Okay.
back in the day.
Yeah, Zero. I think to be the perfect co-worker. There's somebody who does their job good, who doesn't talk much, and just like say hey and does a good job. You have to do nothing after him and goes about his business. I think that's the perfect co-worker. Yeah. Malik, man. Your memories of this movie?
Yeah, I got a. It's an old memory back in the day. When I was, a young lad. No, but, I was with a girl, and it was movie night, and it was at school, and it was like a sleepover situation.
I remember that.
And yeah, it was just me, her, and a group of friends, and the previous week we watched Lion King, but then after that we was watching Holes, and that was my first kiss ever. And yeah, and then just watching the movie, being with Shia LaBeouf, watching is it Cleo Thon? Am I pronouncing his name right? Cleo Thomas, I believe.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's also in one of my other favorite movies, Roll Bounce. So
he is in that movie, yeah.
yeah. So off the rip, it was just like okay, but yeah, that was kind of my fond memory. Being with a girl I really liked, and actually I was really great friends with her beforehand. She would come over. She would actually come over to my house, like when we were young, and her mom was busy doing stuff, and so she would come over to my house, and we would just have fun. But that was the first. But watching Holes was the first time I actually got a chance to be with her. So yeah, and the movie was so that's one of my fondest memories of this movie, just being with a girl that I liked and being with a girl who liked me back. So
okay, so Shia LaBeouf brought you guys together.
Man, Shia, Zero, man, Theodore, everybody.
X-Ray.
Yeah. I got some things to say about X-Ray. Ooh, he made me mad. Red.
Dang, man, I don't know how I'm supposed to compete with that story, bro. But first kiss, bro. Wow, that's special. Man. Anyway, though, for me, no, I just saw this movie when I was a kid. I saw it when it just came out on Disney Channel, and then when they had like those Disney Channel movie originals, like replays, where they would put a bunch of those back to back. I watched it then too, along with like all those crossover episodes of Disney shows like Wizards of Waverly Place and what was the other ones? The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
Zack and Cody. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it reminds me of being a kid. I liked the movie. I didn't really love it that much, probably because I saw it so many times that I kind of like got bored of it after a while.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of Wizard of Waverly Place, have y'all seen Selena Gomez now? How you seen she look?
My
God. Yeah, she been getting that protein in.
Yeah.
Bro, I was like, damn.
I was like, yo, she was beautiful like beforehand, but now it's like, oh, okay, hold on, Selena, calm down, because you're making me nervous.
Yeah, every time I see a picture, I may have to sit down. Like, good lord.
Oh man,
love it.
I'm gonna say
Spanish.
Shoot. But yeah. With Holes, it always see it like around summertime because I know that it always come around summertime. It's not. But when you watch it, it feels like a summer movie because they're out in the desert and all. But it was some reason Disney Channel always playing around summertime. That's when I would catch it. But yeah, so let's get into the movie. Red, would you like us to start off?
All right. So I'm gonna just basically go over the main points of the movie, the plot, and what have you. Basically, the way this movie works though is that there's two stories going on. One of them is like the present story, and the other one is told like throughout the movie through flashbacks. So I'm just gonna tell the present story and then the past story. So basically, the movie starts with Stanley Yelnats the Fourth is our main character. He's told by his family that his family is cursed with bad luck because of something his great grandfather did. Just walking home from school one day under a freeway, and these shoes fall on him out of the sky, and he gets caught by the cops and accused of stealing those shoes because they belonged to some famous baseball player at the time, right?
Right.
So he gets sent to the camp. Yes, he gets sent to the juvie camp where where they dig holes all day in the desert to build character and such.
Okay. So,
oh yeah, no,
sorry.
go on.
So, all right. So when I was watching this when I was younger, and I was like, because I never called Shia LaBeouf by his name till like I got old, till the Transformers movie came out. I was like, oh, that's Lewis Stevens, from Even Stevens. So I would always call every time I saw him in a movie till I got in middle school. I would call him Lewis because to me he's still kind of playing Lewis from Even Stevens.
Yeah,
I don't know if you ever watched Even Stevens. But yeah, I just like this is he playing Lewis. He playing like a very calm Lewis. Very like because Lewis was really immature and like hyper. But those shoes, I ain't gonna lie, those shoes look nice at the time. When I was younger, I was like, those shoes look nice. I don't know if y'all saw those shoes.
Yeah, I remember them.
Okay.
I remember Zero wearing them big ass shoes.
I was laughing at that part too.
Ridiculous. Like, damn, bro, you couldn't steal some of your size? Like, what the fuck?
Hey man, there was those nice shoes in there. So he's like, you know, I'm gonna steal these. I'm gonna jack these and go.
Facts.
Fun fact. So all right, so that those shoes that belong to that guy, his name is Rick Fox. I just when I was doing research, he was like, oh, he's a Laker.
Yeah.
I said, oh, that's cool. Laker turned actor. Okay. Was he good though?
He was all right. He was Mr. Handsome.
Mr. Handsome. He said, all right, there.
No, that's what they called him. He was Mr. Handsome.
Oh, okay. I thought she was dog. I thought she was dog.
No.
He was Mr. Handsome.
No, I'm serious. Like that's what they called him.
Oh, okay. All right, for sure. All right, ready? Continue.
Pause.
All right, pause. Okay, so Stanley gets to the juvie camp, and we get introduced to all the other characters. They don't really matter that much, to be honest, though, except for X-Ray, who's the oldest one of the group. Is like, oh, I run this place because I'm the oldest one, and Zero, who hasn't spoken a word since he got there. I think that's why they called him Zero. And yeah, he gets hazed for a little bit because it's kind of tradition to pick on the new guy, and he gets told that if he finds something, that he has to give it to X-Ray because X-Ray deserves the days off more than anybody else.
So
and go on.
But no, actually, good. Continue. I think you go hit to the part I'm gonna talk about.
Okay, yeah. So our main character gets the nickname Caveman. I honestly I saw this movie before watching this, but I kind of forgot how he got the nickname.
Because he found those fossils. You guys remember? He found like these fish fossils in his thing, so he got really excited. He was like, "Oh, here's something I found. Do I get the day off? Get off?" Everybody making fun of like, this is fossils, man. He's something about his brain caved in or something like that. Yeah, he a caveman, something like that. It was something like that.
Oh, okay. So that's why. Yeah.
Because I fun fact too. I'm well, not fun fact, but I read the book too when I was young for a school project. So I think that's how he earned the name in the book too. So yeah, and yeah. So this is fun fact. So Mr. Sir, who was making me laugh throughout this whole movie, and
he's one of the camp counselors.
Camp counselor, counselor. He is the father. My dad told me this. It blew my mind. Cause I think the first time I watched this with my dad, or the second time, he was like, "You know who father that is? Like who? Angelina Jolie's father."
Yeah.
What?
I was like, yeah, that's her father. That's her biological father. I thought that was like her, or maybe her adopted father. No, that's her biological father.
But yeah, she changed her name to get away from him.
Yeah, they don't get along. Yeah, I was like, what? Because her mom was fine too, so that's why she get her genetics.
And Angelina Jolie, she was wilding back in the day. She was like wild. She used to do some crazy stuff back in the day.
Like what?
Like she be making out with people during interviews and stuff. I was like, oh, what the?
I go through that whole phase.
Angelina, god damn. She's mellowed out since then. So I mean, she's ironed out. So
Mrs. and Mr. Smith. That's when I fell in love with her. I'm like, damn.
Oh, Tomb Raider. I fell in love with her in
Tomb Raider.
Fair enough. Tomb Raider for me. I thought she was British for the longest. Cause she had that British accent. But yeah. But I digress. Continue, Red.
All right, so after digging one of the holes, caveman he finds a lipstick bottle. Nobody knows really what it is, but it's like a lipstick with the initials KB, which we later find out stands for Kate Barlow, but more on that later. He's kind of like pressured to give it to X-Ray so that he could take the day off, and then everybody starts focusing on that hole, digging that hole. And then I believe there was like some kind of incident where he takes the blame for Zero stealing something, a snack or something, and he makes friends with Zero, and Zero digs the hole for Stanley for Caveman, and in exchange, Caveman teaches Zero how to read.
So, wait, going back to the first part, do you now if you guys I know Nathan, you say you watched like segments of it and everything. If when Stanley got like charged for like, oh, the judge gave him the choice like Camp Green Lake or jail, which one would you guys have chosen?
Camp
How
Green
long?
Lake.
How long were we doing jail for?
Yeah,
I think 18 months.
18 months for stealing shoes? That's crazy.
Whoa.
First of all, yeah, that sentence is wild for shoes.
American justice system.
Facts, but yeah, I'd rather go to jail. Ain't no way I'm fucking going to jail.
Okay.
And you're like a little boy too, so it's a wrap.
He probably would have went to juvie. I don't think he went to like
They got some. Yeah, juvie ain't no joke either.
Yeah,
they got some crazy people in juvie too. Yeah, I would have done Camp Green Lake. It doesn't really. It doesn't really matter.
Because when I was,
I know it's X-Ray ain't fucking with me. All right, I'm going X-ray get it real quick.
Right?
Yeah, that's
you ain't talking to me like that, bro.
Yeah, speaking of X-Ray, he was making me mad. Like he was just telling me and smacking him in the face. Like, hold on a second, man, you ain't about to do that to me. I'll dig your body in these holes. I ain't saying I'm gonna kill him. Yeah.
You see all them holes up in here? They gonna find
shit. Man,
you're gonna be just like these fossils, homeboy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was making me mad because
he do ask them lizards.
Man.
Yeah, the lizards. Oh my god.
That CGI on those lizards. Whew.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's better than the Wayne the Rock Johnson as the Scorpion.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
There's a YouTube side note, real quick. There's a YouTube channel that does editing, and they re-edited the Scorpion King scene. It was a little bit better, but it was like it took them work to do that shit.
Yeah, because that was oh my god.
So, fun fact about the Mummy. So that the Mummy Returns, I heard what happened with that was I know we call hoes, but the reason why I went for that, I read that because the special effects company that did it was like because they had a power outage, had a storm, and it was things like that. That's why it kept pressing the deadline. So that's why it looked like what it did. But yes, go ahead, Red.
Okay, so after they find the lipstick and everything, and Caveman starts teaching Zero how to read. Zero confesses that his actual name is Hector Zeroni, which is going to be important later. And one of the camp counselors, so there is a fight between Caveman and one of the other kids that's just trying to cause problems for no reason.
Exactly.
And yeah, there's always one of those everywhere you go.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the camp counselors starts trying to punish them and starts talking to Zero, like he's telling him he's never going to be good for anything, and even though he's learning to read, it's not going to help him. So Zero gets mad and hits him with a shovel, and then runs away from camp.
Oh yes. Oh, we skipped some parts. Hold on a second. I did. My bad. I didn't know you were gonna skip that. That made me a whole bullet point of this whole movie.
Okay.
What you call it? So yeah, he what you call it? Yeah, Zero. Not Zero. Let me go back. So and Mr. Belinsky, well, he was like pressing Zero and stuff like that. Why is he pressing Zero? So I was like, okay, I know it's not a race thing because he's cool with everybody. He's cool with like Armpit and X-Ray. So like, why is it Zero? It's because Zero's I think because he thought Zero was really stupid and because he was the smallest. Because Mr. Belinsky was a short dude too. So he's like, I'm gonna press Zero because he wouldn't do that with X-Ray or everybody else because they got size on them. So I was like, why is he pressing like Zero? So I don't know if there was some sexual tension going on or what, but you know.
Yeah, probably because he was the smallest. Yeah.
So funny thing about hoes too. Wait, Ray, do you have notes on the Sam and Kate Barlow?
Yeah, but that's the past story. So I'm doing the present story first, and I'm gonna go to the flashback portion.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. All
That's some
right.
things what I was saying about him too.
Mhm. There was memes made about him too, if I remember.
Yeah, we know. Go ahead.
Yeah. So after Zero runs away from camp, Caveman goes to follow him, and the camp counselors are kind of just trying to cover it up. He finds Zero in hiding under this boat that was like capsized and eating something out of his jar, which turns out to be expired peaches. And then on the way, they can't go back to the camp, so they decide to go to this hill that looks like a thumb. And on the way, Zero gets sick, so Caveman carries him up. And when they get there, they find this stream of water and like some wild onions, so that they start eating those. And Caveman starts singing this song that was passed down by his family for generations, and that's gonna be important later. And then they decide to go back to the camp and find one more, dig another hole where they found the lipstick, and they actually end up finding this big ass treasure chest.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they find the big treasure chest, and the turns out that the treasure chest is what the camp counselors were actually looking for throughout the whole movie. And it then the cops come in, and it turns out that Stanley was supposed to be released because he was found not guilty, and he was supposed to be released from jail. They find the treasure chest, and they had like lizards on them. So you guys were mentioning lizards not too long ago. It turns out those lizards were poisonous,
Right.
but they didn't bite Zero or Caveman when they were pulling the treasure chest out, and that the camp counselors were all criminals.
Yeah, and then Mr. Sir's real name was Marion, and everybody was joking on him about that. And it was funny because John Ford just makes these faces throughout like the movie, and just like does this and everything, and he's just trying to hide. Like if you're just trying to hide, you're doing a bad job. Like hide like somewhere else. Like at least hide in the cabins. I mean, in the cabins or something like this. He just hiding in his jacket. Like they gonna notice you like that. Right. Yeah, like man, you are the worst criminal.
You're hiding like a pervert.
Yeah. By the way, too, I don't know if you had we skipped over the scene where Mr. Sir got the shit slapped out of him.
Oh, with the poison nail polish.
When I saw that, okay, first of all, this scene kind of scared me, and I felt some type of way when I saw Sigourney Weaver with her midriff on. I felt some type of way when I was younger, because I like midriff on women. But yeah, she came in there. She was like, I had a midriff on and started covering herself up. I said, hold on a second, you know how to do that. But then she was like give me my nail polish, and then she was talking to Mr. Sir because she got mad at him because he was wasting her time and everything. Because like, oh, you come over here because he's stealing your sunflower seeds. And then because I thought at first when I was younger, when I first watched this, I thought she was gonna smack Stanley, but she smacked Mr. Sir. I was like, oh damn! I was not expecting that when I was younger. I was not expecting that. Like a lot of people get hit in this movie. Stanley, Mr. Sir, Mr. Polinsky. So yeah, all right, go ahead, Red.
Oh, I think I skipped over one scene, but basically, when they were up in the mountain, when Zero and K-Man were up in the mountain, Zero confesses that he was the one that actually stole the shoes, but he didn't know how important they were. And when the cops were chasing him, he threw the shoes over the freeway, and that's where it landed on Stanley. And that Zero got caught stealing another pair of shoes like a couple days later, so that's why he was there too.
I think that's the reason why Zero and Stanley Zero was so attached to Stanley, because Zero was he felt bad. He felt like, oh, if it wasn't for me, Stanley would never been there. So that's why he felt kind of like attached to Stanley. And I think he saw that Stanley wasn't like, he's not like these other dudes. Like you're actually a good person, unlike these other dudes. That's why, yeah.
And that's probably also why he started helping him with his, hole.
His whole portion. And I have to say, this is one of my favorite friendships in a movie. I don't know, I would put in the top 10, but it was definitely being my top 20. I feel like they were. When I saw them as best friends and brothers, and in the book too, the relationship is really good, and it's a beautiful relationship that they have.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. And well, at basically at the end of the story, from the present tense, they find that they use the money and gold and treasure that they found on that big chest to start a company for Stanley's parents, who they start making foot deodorants, and they use another portion of the money to help Zero find his mom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
that,
that was
that's where the present movie ends. Present story ends.
all right.
We can get
I
into
know.
the past one after.
Oh yeah, I know. I did some talking. Malik, what y'all? Malik and Nathan, what y'all gotta?
Yeah, I thought that I understand why he. When you really think about it, after Zero throws the shoes, you understand why um Stanley took the shoes because his dad was making that foot deodorant. And
Mhm.
as you can see when he walks into the house, he has all these shoes around, and it's like a shoe inside of an ironing board type situation going. I don't know what the hell that was,
I don't know
but
what the fuck they was doing.
but he took the shoes not because he was a thief. He took the shoes because he was trying to help, but it can also be seen as, oh, he was stealing. So I understand why the police went after him. And also it explains he does all these things. It says he actually says he does all these things you should give up, but it explains. I don't know. Red hasn't gotten to it yet, but the past tells you why the all those things he doesn't work because of a curse.
All right, so in the past story that's told through flashbacks, this is a story starting with the first Stanley Yelnats, the original one, not the because
Oh,
our
this is
main
the part where you
character,
pissed me off. Okay,
yeah, the
yeah,
main character is the fourth, so we're talking about the first Stanley Yelnats, the
yeah,
great grandpa.
yeah.
Basically, he is really in love with this girl that from his village, it's a little small town, but
Sorry. Go ahead.
yeah, yeah. But he doesn't really have anything to offer the father because at that time you were still supposed to like kind of buy the bride off the father. So he didn't have anything to offer. So he went to a fortune teller named Madame Zeroni. Zeroni,
Zeroni, yeah, Zeroni, yeah.
Madame Zeroni.
Fun fact about Madame Zeroni. She was the first Black Catwoman, and
Yeah, in the
and
Adam West Batman.
yeah, the Adam West Batman. And she's the voice of Yzma in the Empress New Groove. So
Oh,
She
really?
looked like Yzma.
yeah,
Yeah, exactly. It kind of looks like her.
that's funny. Oh man, that's funny. He's one of my favorite Disney villains. Go ahead, that's funny.
Okay, so okay, so Madame Zeroni, she's missing a leg, but since Stanley's so insistent about it, she says, "Okay, fine. Look, you get a pig, take him to this mountain that looks like a thumb, and have him drink from that water. And while you drink, while he drinks, you sing this song, which is the song that was passed down through generations of his family. And then the pig that will cause the pig to grow big and strong and like a fat pig, so he could offer the dad to buy the bride. But the promise was after he buys the bride off the dad and everything, and the pig grows up, he would have to take Madame Zeroni up that hill and do the same thing so that she could grow strong too. So the pig grows up. He takes the pig to the father to buy the girl he's in love with. And there's two offers actually. The one, like, this fat butcher guy is offering his fattest pig as well, and he offers another pig, and it's up to the girl to choose. And this is the scene that pissed me off when I was a kid, because she's been flirting with Stanley the entire like movie up to this point. She's been flirting with him, giving him signs and everything. And right when it comes up to her to choose who she's gonna go with, instead of going with the guy she actually loves, or as he shows to love, she just starts looking at the pigs like, which one offered more?
Yeah, doesn't mean she's good on the eyes. Doesn't mean she's a prize. Because man, I was like, what? Like it's clearly like I'm not even saying because of like the guy who looks better, but the guy you know who's gonna treat you right away. Because I feel like that dude who, the other dude, is like
Yeah,
a
the
drunk.
other
He
dude
probably,
was just like the stereotypical hillbilly type guy with a
You gonna get
big
your ass
belly.
whooped.
yeah,
You was gonna get this whooped for sure.
yeah. Yeah, he would have been the breastfeeding.
And she just, oh my gosh! And instead of going with the guy that she was flirting with the whole time, she just starts looking around trying to see who was giving her more.
Yep.
Oh, okay. But yeah, so after seeing that, Stanley gets pissed off and he goes to America, moves to America, and he forgets the promise he made with Madame Zeroni, and so she curses him and his descendants with bad luck.
Yeah. Okay. So when I was watching this, I said, "Shit, I would have forgot to. I would have been mad at Stone. I was like, damn, I forgot. I'd be like, oh, too late now. I can't turn this boat around. Yeah, like shit. I said, well, but yeah, she was probably sitting in there like that motherfucker forgot.
But yeah, so that's kind of where the family curse came from the beginning, and when Stanley the Fourth goes with Zero to the mountain and sings that family song, that was kind of him breaking the curse. Yeah. But anyway, back to the past version. So after Stanley moves to America, I think he moved to like some small town in Texas where the Green Lake juvie camp is in the future, and this is where we have Sam and Kate.
I can fix that. I can fix that.
I can fix that.
Yeah, Mr. Fix that.
Oh.
So
this was the Sam part.
Go on.
Oh, okay. Since on the sad part is this. I don't know if you guys ever saw the show called Psych. It was my favorite show in high school. But
yeah,
the guy who plays Sam name is Dual Hill. I think that's probably pronouncing his first name. But yeah, he plays a character on a Psych called Gus, and it's the same guy. And there's this joke in a Psych where he's like, they're on this field and there's a bunch of hoes, and Gus goes like, man, you know that movie reminds me of that one movie. No, Sean says it. Sean, his friend slash partner, goes like, oh, we're this reminds me of that movie with Shia LaBeouf.
It's the one with the holes in Shia LaBeouf. They had holes in Shia LaBeouf.
And Shia LaBeouf had holes in them, and Gus goes like, Shia LaBeouf has holes in them, and he's trying to guess. It's really funny. You guys will see it in the YouTube on a clip. I gave it to Nathan, so it's a really funny joke. It's kind of like being meta, but I just thought that was funny.
So it's referencing this movie in the show, huh?
Yeah, it's that same character who plays Sam.
All right, so the story about Sam is that Sam is a freed slave, and Kate is the daughter of one of like the founders of the small Texas town, and she's kind of already promised to Walker, which is the rich guy of the town, but she actually likes Sam, and since it was back in the day, they can't marry because he's black and she's a white girl.
Yeah. I really like this whole story aspect of this of the movie, because I feel like now Disney released that did a reboot of it, or what do you ever call it? Today they were kind of like shy away from it.
Probably censor it in some way.
Censor it some way, and I'm glad they touched that on it. And it's one of the first like things I saw of racism, because when I was young I thought it was just jealousy, but now I see it's both jealousy and it was racism.
Yeah.
But he dicked her down good to where she rejected everybody. He was smart.
Yeah, he was like an onion salesman and a handyman.
Yeah.
But so I have a question. So was he giving that stuff away for free, or was he like, because I didn't see nobody pay for it. He was like, here you go, boom, here you go. I'm like, I understand you are smart and you're a free slave. I know you have to be making some type of money. Getting paid in pussy in one thing, but getting paid something else. Pussy don't pay bills.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, there is this one. Did you want to say something, Malik?
I was saying he was giving a lot of stuff away for free, but I mean he is a free black slave. I mean, I'm pretty sure if they wanted that shit for free, they would have. They would have got it regardless.
Right.
I think he was just playing into him being a nice guy, and I think that's what kind of led to him not getting the girl anyway, because he wasn't assertive. He wasn't. I mean, he could play to his race a lot. I think it has a lot to do with that, but I think they just took advantage of how nice he was, and that's usually what happened to people. Nice guy.
Oh my God, he just called me earlier today.
Yeah, so I know they ended up having a kissing scene though.
Yeah.
So they ended up having a kissing scene, but and they were agreed to run away. Go on.
Nathan, what are you about to say? Sorry, Red.
Oh, I was gonna say, so the writer of the book is actually in the movie too. So when Sam is selling like some onion juice to cure baldness, that's actually the writer of the story.
Yeah,
which
Louis
is
Sakar.
yeah, like he takes his hat off, like he's a cameo. He's a cameo, and then the director's dad is actually in the movie too, which I think the director's dad is Caveman's grandfather.
Oh, you talking? Oh, okay. Yeah,
Nate Davis.
They're all in that one apartment.
Yeah, Nate Davis. Yep.
Yeah. I saw that. Actually, I was gonna leave that towards the end, but yeah, I'm glad you said it too.
Oh yeah, your fun facts kind of spoiled that.
Yeah. Oh, he's good, man. I'm glad you said it though.
All right. Well, so continuing with the story, Sam and Kate had a kissing scene. They were gonna agree to run away together because they were in love, but while Sam was sailing away on his boat, he gets shot by one of the other. I think it was Walker that shot him. Actually, the rich guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he died, and Kate. Go on. Okay, yeah. So he died, and Kate ended up becoming an outlaw. So she started stealing money from people and hunting down the guys that killed Sam, and she would leave a kiss on every guy she killed. That's why she would carry the lipstick with the little KB that they found.
So okay, has anybody played Red Dead Redemption 2? Sorry, I keep spinning.
No, I haven't played any.
I've seen it though.
This is oh man, I wanted Irvin to be here. There's this character named Sadie Sadler, who's who's in the game. Who's my favorite character? Who's one of my favorite characters, if not my favorite character in that game. And if you guys ever look her up, she is. I wonder if they saw Holes or read the book, and they were inspired by Kate Barlow from Sadie Sadler. But yeah, and Sadie's kind of like backstory is kind of similar to Kate Barlow, so I thought like I'm seeing similarities. So I thought that was like inspired, which would be cool. So yeah.
Oh,
I just thought. Yeah. So anybody play Red Dead Redemption 2? I want y'all to see like the similarities. Go ahead, Red.
Yeah. So after she starts hunting down the guys that killed Sam, one of those guys who I don't think he had like a major part in it, but he was still there. It was Stanley, actually the great grandfather.
Mm-hmm.
And he was traveling down on a carriage with like the chest full of gold and treasure and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But so Kate stole that from him and buried it somewhere in the desert. And she killed herself with one of the lizards, one of the poisonous lizards, before Walker and the other the rich guys could find the treasure.
Okay. Yeah, I remember that part. You probably have this scene, but it was that scene where that one of her past students and a guy, Walker. That's the warden's like great grandfather.
So yeah,
she was by that
by the boat chilling.
Yeah. So what do you call it? The leader. What was her name? The leader of the juvie camp.
The warden.
Yeah, the warden of the juvie camp. She is a descendant of Walker.
She didn't have no name. It was just
she is a descendant of Walker. That's why she knew that the treasure was there somewhere, but couldn't find it. But yeah, that's kind of how the past story links in with the present story.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was well told. I thought it was well told, even if it was through a flashback in between. But I thought it was pretty well told and easy to follow along.
Definitely.
Yeah. I think it was made by anybody else. I think it would be really confusing on where things were. But as a kid, I followed along. I was able to follow along with what was going on, like the plot A storyline, but the plot B, I was able to follow along. And yeah, I thought it was a very well told and very well made movie, and still holds up today. There's one of my criticisms about the movies like the D10 boys, like everybody else. At first, they like kind of bully him. They're like, okay, yeah, you're cool now, and then they go back to bully him. I just thought that that was inconsistent.
Yeah, I thought that. Yeah, I think that's a poor way to write a character, especially if the character at least make one of them out of the two still hate him. and then the other guy sees, hey man, he's not as bad as you think he is. I think that's a better way to write those two characters. But like even X-Ray started liking him towards the end. I was like, man, he was a dick this whole movie.
Yeah.
Like, dude, chill out.
And they swimming together at the crib.
Yeah, like Zigzag.
No.
Like even Zigzag wasn't that bad. He wasn't that bad. He was just hot-headed sometimes. Even Armpit wasn't even that terrible. I mean he followed X-Ray, so I mean that just comes with the territory. But even then, he wasn't that kind of a bad kid towards him. But yeah, it was just the main Zigzag was the main guy, and he just, dude, like
some great nicknames too.
Even Magnet and Squid, and Twitch, they weren't like bad towards anybody else. They was just, I don't even think they were bad kids when you sit back and think about it. Like none of them were actually real bad kids.
Yeah, the worst people were like, of course, the people the people in the past, who killed Sam and Warden and Mr. Polinsky, all that stuff. Mr. Polinsky was one getting on my nerves because he was just pressing zero for no reason. But you want to say something, Nathan?
No, I was gonna. No, you know what I was saying? I was saying, like those are just some great nicknames overall.
Oh, Zigzag.
Yeah.
You know, when I was reading the book, I was like, Zigzag. Yeah, that's a dope ass name right there.
Yeah, Zigzag, Magnet, Twitch, Armpit. They're just some great names overall.
Yeah. Well, all right. So I wrote this down. If you guys was say for instance we were in a camp, what would y'all nicknames be? I'm gonna start with you, Nathan.
Well, shit. I was gonna say I got glasses. You got glasses, so I ain't being X-Ray. Fuck that. I don't mind being Armpit either, so I don't know. They're gonna find some kind of name for
me. What about you, Red? What would your nickname be?
Shoot, I had a nickname in middle school. I was called Ghost just because I could like sneak up on people without them noticing. Because I could walk without making noise. So I'll take that. That's a cool nickname.
Yep.
My nickname in high school was Slumdog. The reason why, because people like thought I was like people knew I was black, but people thought I was Middle Eastern. So the nickname came called like Slumdog Millionaire. They called me Slumdog.
Damn.
I thought I liked the name now, but I looked it up and I'm like, oh wait, that's not a good nickname. So Fable is much better than Slumdog. What about you, Malik? What would your nickname be? If you had like
growing up, my nickname was Beast Boy. So
that's a cool nickname. Yeah,
I just stick with that.
And I guess my shit was just mine was just always been Big Nate. Yeah.
They say my name is B.I.
Big Nate or Nate Dog. That's it.
Nate Dog. I take that. I take that.
They can't call you that no more. I mean, you tall now. I mean, you still got like some size on you, but you can't. Yeah.
They way back in the day used to call me Too Tall.
Too Tall.
Oh, that's okay. That's not bad. That's not bad.
Too Tall.
Too Tall.
My childhood nickname was like Mowgli, because I from the Jungle Book I used to like to walk around when I was younger, or like I was 6 or 5. I would walk around in my underwear. But my dad always called me Tay. Like Jeremy and my dad called me Tay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, people call me Tay. That's about it. But what was it? Red, did you add more plot to read?
No, that's it actually. That's the whole movie, past and present.
Okay. Yeah, man, I really love this movie and really hold up. I really like the soundtrack to this movie too. There was some songs, especially when the Warden came up. Yeah. I think that song is called Honey. I have that on my playlist. I really like the movie. I like the character. Like mostly I like Stanley and Zero. Like their relationship was great. I think the story flowed well together. You know, I wouldn't want a sequel to this. If they rebooted this or made this like a Disney Plus TV show, I would watch it. But I feel like it wouldn't have the same magic. I'm not wanting to be like, oh, it can be the original. Sometimes it can't, but I wouldn't mind giving it a chance. Like they do it, okay, cool. But yeah, that's my sum of it all. Like I said, it still my favorite one. My favorite coming of age stories is The Sandlot. I don't think it beats The Sandlot.
No,
it's touching that.
Yeah, it's not touching that, but it's up there. Malik, I go with you. What's your final thoughts on this movie?
It it's a great and entertaining film. It still holds up well, like you said. It's been 18 years, so for it to stay up that long, it's really been that good. But uh, now that I think about it, it is missing some elements from the book. And like I said beforehand, I think if you're going to do book to any book to movie, I prefer you do book to TV rather than book to movie, because with TV you get more time with the characters and you get more from the book. But yeah, it does miss elements, even little details like when the I think not the when the cop comes to get Stanley, she pulls up in a Jag, but in the book she pulls up in a BMW. So it's like little parts like that that really they don't really get the detail, but it doesn't really matter.
They could have added that
in a Jag and a BMW. Me personally,
yeah,
but
it's actually it's very faithful to like some books. Like it's like it does add like detail. Like I said, I haven't read the book in forever, but I remember like it being very accurate. Like because I saw the movie before I read the book, and when I read the book, I was like, oh yeah, I remember this scene.
Yeah. It's definitely for a PG movie. It's really done really well, especially from Walt Disney, where it has Walt Disney has a whole bunch of classics. Even if you don't like them, High School Musical is considered a classic. Even those Disney originals like The Incredible, things of that nature. Well, that's Pixar. I mean, I guess it's kind of the same shit. I believe this is Shia LaBeouf's first movie ever.
Yeah, I think it's his first movie.
This was
his first theatrical movie.
Yeah, and he does a really good job. He did a really good job with it. Even though you said he does the same even Steven type of thing, but I think he kind of tones it down just a little bit.
Yeah, he does
here in this movie. The first part of the movie, if you haven't read the book, it does get a little confusing on where things are. But when it comes to the second half and the third act, like Red, it really does come together and it's really told beautifully. It definitely has a satisfying conclusion. My only pet peeve is that the humor is in the movie, but it is kind of limited with the humor a little bit. But other than that, it's another Disney classic. Yeah, I ain't got no problems with it.
Okay, great. Sum of the movie. Red.
I thought this was a pretty okay movie in itself. Kind of a classic, I guess. I did watch it multiple times, so I think it would still hold up as a like coming of age kid story. But I would give it like a 7 out of 10.
Okay, yeah, I would give it an 8. I give it a strong 8. Yeah, Mr. Sir, his reactions made me laugh though.
Suspect.
Nathan.
Man, this was a childhood banger. Every time it was on, I was watching it. What else can I say about it? I mean, it's just like one of those good endings towards the, you know what I mean? They got the commercial, they got the sploosh. I remember being a kid, like, man, I want to try a sploosh.
Me too. I was thinking that, yeah.
Of peach cobbler. I'm like, I bet you that thing tastes like peach cobbler. And yeah, man. So a little fun fact about the lizards. So those were Australian bearded dragons. So obviously they weren't going to put no poisonous lizards or anything like that. So those you can actually use those as pets. A couple of my friends have like bearded dragons as pets, and they actually painted those spots on too.
Yeah, on the lizards. Yeah.
Yeah, and they said I think they used like only 14 lizards. The rest were like kind of CGI and all that stuff.
Yeah,
you can tell some of them were CGI.
Yeah, especially that one. Yeah, especially the one Mr. Sir shoots.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I think the hottest they said it got was like 125 degrees, which is insane. Yeah, and they said they had like 50 miles per hour winds. So a lot of those scenes where like it was gusting and windy, that was real.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I had one of those Mad Max productions.
Right.
Yeah, damn. So yeah. Yeah, but everybody, this was our comeback episode. Had to do with the banger. It was gonna be either that or Mean Girls. But yeah. But yeah. So yeah, that concludes our review of Holes. I told somebody, I said, one of my classmates today, they was like, talking about my podcast. Oh, what were you talking about? I said Holes. So y'all talking? Yeah. What movies is that? Like, like they was like they thought we were talking about like holes, like HOES, like
HOES.
that. Yeah, that's no, we're not talking about like no
Yeah.
movie like that. It's Holes with Shia LaBeouf. I said, oh yeah, I love that movie as a kid. But yeah. That concludes our review. Like I said, I'm try to be consistent with these reviews.
We're not gonna do the last part.
What was the last part?
What book?
Oh yes, yes, I almost forgot.
Oh, what book?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. So my
I do not have an answer for this one.
Okay, so I always like to leave these reviews or anything we talk about at the end, like I leave a question. What book from my childhood would you want to see in a TV or movie adoption? With me, there was. I would actually like to see like maybe like at first I said To Kill a Mockingbird, but that movie's too great to like. Nah, I don't know.
Oh yeah.
I'm surprised no one has made an adoption of like The Little Train That Could. Like that still has been like I don't know. I'm surprised people haven't touched that. I'm shocked honestly. But like I said, I didn't have one specific in mind either. I try to look one. I try to think about it.
To Kill a Mockingbird wasn't a movie.
It was a movie, but it was like
yeah.
back in the day. It was
yeah,
like,
it's like black and white. Yeah,
because I know the book. I mean, book is classic.
The book is a.
Yeah.
What about did they do Lord of the Flies? As a movie?
They did Lord of the Flies.
Yeah, they did it, but I think that's kind of like old too, like early 2000s kind of.
Yeah, basically all the books from my childhood have already been made into movies, so I didn't really have an answer for this question.
Couldn't think of one.
If they did one, they already made it to a movie. I would like to see another like Triad and the Never-Ending Story.
Oh yeah, they've made that one.
Yeah, but I'd like to see another one. They made 3 movies and a show. I was like, damn, I didn't know about the show. But yeah, Malik, what about you? You have one?
I mean, I think these movies are kind of already out, but it's not. It's worth trying again because they aren't. You know, the movies that we got aren't good. I think Aragon deserves another chance. I think
okay, yeah.
Aragon deserves another chance.
See, this is the kind of thing I think about sometimes because there is some movies with a good premise, a good concept, but the execution was off, and I think they deserve another chance.
Yeah. Like even like I said, Percy Jackson deserves another chance.
Oh, it's getting another chance. Yeah.
And I think they already messed up too, because I think they cast the Annabeth. They casted a black chick for her, and I already know people gonna be like, "Motherfucker!" So I already know they're gonna be mad about that. But if she was the right person for the job, that's fine. If she's just, I ain't gonna get to it. But yeah, Percy Jackson, Aragon, I think those deserve a chance. And that's just my personal.
There's one that actually did get another chance recently. The movie was called The Golden Compass, but the show. The show is called His Dark Materials. I think it's getting another season pretty soon, and I've seen it. It's pretty good.
I mean, the Golden Compass wasn't that bad. Was it really that bad? I don't remember.
It got in controversy because it was like, I guess, like I remember going to church that day, and my pastor said, "Don't watch the Golden Compass," and I'm like, "Why?" Because like it teaches you not to believe in God. It was something like that. I still went to go see it.
Going to hell, man.
There is one book I do. It's called. His name is David. It's called. It's like this. You guys probably seen it.
I remember
it's about
that.
this, like, about that bad. It's not be racist. But it's like this. Like he's yellow. It's like this bad kid. And he's doing these bad things and stuff like that. Like he runs down the street butt naked and things like that. Like I would like to see that. Like how like it'd be a TV show. Yeah, it was actually really fun because he would like do these bad things and like it was like terrible. Like nothing like too like it was nothing like I'll go to jail for it. But it was like something that one. Like if we were younger, we couldn't get away with this. And he would go to school.
That's why he's yellow. I'm kidding.
Yeah. So yeah, that's about it. Oh, I forgot to mention this. Actually, before I go, Nathan,
Nope.
what would it be a book from your childhood?
Honestly, damn near everything has been a movie. Like they did Captain Underpants, which I did not see.
Yeah, I didn't see.
They did.
Captain Underpants.
They did Diary of a Wimpy Kid or whatever.
Oh,
they did that one. I honestly had to look up like books from the early 2000s. You guys remember Bone?
Oh
yeah, I remember that.
Oh
one.
yeah.
I looked up Bone. I was like, oh
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, I remember Bone. Like Bone so I didn't see Mario yet, but if they can use that animation in Bone, I think that would be
dope.
That'd be
yeah, they can use that or stop motion. I think one of those would be
right.
Yeah.
I'd prefer like the 3D one, but
okay.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the only ones I had to think because I'm like, man, I can't remember any like books from the early 2000s. When I saw Bone, I'm like, oh shit, I remember that. I think I got it somewhere in my fucking closet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Bone, dang.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, you need now we're doing it to let everybody know. Now we're doing the stills and clips for the movies and everything. But speaking of clips, I forgot to mention the most famous part of it that the internet uses.
Oh yeah, there's two. I was gonna say I forgot.
Yeah.
Go ahead, do your thing. There's two memes in here though.
So there was one. It's when the warden when she was younger, it's a flashback. She's like, I'm tired of this grandpa.
That's too damn bad.
That's too damn bad. That's
classic.
That's the one.
That's one of the memes.
All right, you go ahead and do the second one. What's the second one? On the second one.
Oh, the classic one, the Sam.
Hold on. Let me get my light skin.
I can fix that. I can fix that.
I can
yeah, you do this one. You do this one.
I can fix that. Shoot. I can fix that.
That's funny.
Two classic memes, and it's crazy that this movie is 20 years old, and we're using memes from 20 years ago, which is wild.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Which is
crazy.
wild. But also have to add that, like, if they redid this movie, I don't think they would show them like the village. Remember the village burning the church down? The fucking Klans member burning the church down. I don't think they would show that.
No, they wouldn't show that.
Yeah, they would. That's what I was saying earlier. Yeah, they would just like ignore it, like that whole love affair. They like, yeah. And that was never an affair, but they were just like, that whole relationship.
Because now that I saw a clip, I'm like, damn, that's straight up at the Klan in this movie. That's wild.
Yeah.
Damn, Disney, y'all just pulled.
Y'all was tough back then.
Yeah, that was tough back then. Disney they not trying to get to that critical race theory thing, and I said, no, man, you gotta show that. That's why I appreciate this movie a lot.
Exactly.
For it. Like I don't know if y'all remember back in the day, the Disney villains used to have some hard deaths. I remember rated R movies that now having like some hard deaths.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Because I don't know if y'all seen the Hunchback of Notre Dame. That dude ate it. I was like,
didn't he get hung?
Damn.
Wasn't there one that got hung?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. In Tarzan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Tarzan.
Oh,
he got.
But my favorite one though, me and Irvin. I always tell Irvin this. Y'all ever seen the Snow White one? I gotta show y'all. I'll show y'all the clip on YouTube. I'll share it. But yeah, after we're done with this, because I want to get copyright on here. But so yeah, but yeah, man, that was it. That was our comeback episode of Holes.
Holes,
yeah.
Not hoes. No.
Yeah, Holes, Disney Holes, Shia LaBeouf. Is it Shia LaBeouf or Shia LaBeouf? I keep hearing people.
Buff.
I say Buff.
Okay. Because people keep saying Buff. I was like, why do you keep saying Buff? Growing up, I always heard Shia LaBeouf. Yeah.
Hey, let him tell it. Let
him tell it. Ooh, I miss. Have y'all seen Ren? How she look now?
Who?
Ren, his sister from Even Stevens. Oh, she look good too. She's another one look good.
Oh my god.
But yeah. So that's it. You guys can follow me at the Tales of Fable. You can follow me on Instagram and on Twitter. Yes. Red, where can people find you at?
Well, I'm on Instagram and all that, but I don't really post anything. If anything, I'll probably be doing some of the gameplay sessions on our official Twitch channel.
For sure.
That's goes for you.
Malik, where can people find you at?
People can find me at Malik.Reynolds90 on IG, and you can also find me. I don't know if Red wants to touch it first, but if he wants to, I'll let him do it. But you can also see me at DTH Gaming. All right, Jedi Order is coming out. I mean, Jedi Survivor is coming out. So I want to see if Red wants to touch that first. Pause.
No, you could do that one. I'll probably do some indie games because I got a lot of those to show off.
Yeah. So Nathan, where can people find you at?
You can find me on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, all at What Up Nate. What Up Nate?
Yes.
Right.
And don't forget to follow us on. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok at down to Hangout FM. Not 2TO is actually number 2. You can find us on YouTube, down to Hangout FM. Please like and subscribe, please. Even leave a comment too in the comment section. Tell us how we're doing and everything.
Give us some ideas for shows and everything.
Yes, give us some ideas from shows, and yes, because I think y'all could like next week's episode. Because we're gonna do Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I'm gonna do upcoming new releases too. You can email us at downtohangoutfm@gmail.com. Remember, this is a 2, a number 2, and we're on Twitch, D2H Gaming. You can find us there too. I'm before I go on there, I'm on 2K. I gotta practice because I was selling, but yes, I was selling bad too. The homegirl was watching me too. But y'all, thank you guys for watching, and thank you for giving us 1,000 downloads, and hopefully we can reach that before the summer ends too, and like 2,000. So yeah, you everyone, you stay safe. Remember, hugs not drugs, and stay frosty.
There it is. All right.
Stay blessed.